I'm currently training for a full triathlon that takes place next year, so I decided to sign up for a Duathlon, which is just a biking and running race, basically, in order to prep for the full triathlon. I signed up for this race in East Tennessee, so I had to travel from DC to East Tennessee. It was an 8-hour drive, according to Google Maps, but of course it took me a lot longer because of traffic, so it took about 10 hours.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep again. Wake up alone on the floor, 'cause I feel haunted.
So it's a 6:40, and apparently the sun does not rise until 7:30. We have to have our bikes staged over there by 7:45, and everything starts at 8. So I've got my little dry suit. Somebody, like half an hour ago, woke everyone up in our section of the campground. They were in a Cadillac SUV, I think it was. It looked like Cadillac rear lights. They were literally going from car to car and shining their light inside people's cars. I was like trying to break into my car and see what happens. And they left quickly. So I took a picture of their car. The pictures turned out blurry though, so I didn't get a license plate. I just saw several people ride their bikes in that way towards the start line or the staging area for the triathlon. I was gonna make some coffee, but it's so dark, I don't even know if I can. I just tried to find the bathroom to change, could not find it because it's still pitch dark. And then some guy in a huge truck, well, I don't know if it's a guy, it was somebody in a huge truck, pulled up next to my car, like turns in almost where my bike is. My bike is locked to its stand, so it would be kind of worthless for them to steal it, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't snatch it. And I start walking really fast towards them. They see me, they take off. I don't know, maybe I'm just being paranoid. There are people walking by with freaking search and rescue type flashlights. Like, you do not need a freaking flashlight that bright. I can't even change. People are like rolling by with their bright headlights. I can't even change in the car. And I can't find the damn bathroom to change either. And people are leaving with their bikes. And I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. This is just a disaster. So frustrating. Okay, I just finished getting dressed in my car. As of course, as soon as like it starts getting lighter outside, you can't really tell, but it is getting a little bit lighter. And luckily no one walked by. I just changed into my tri-suit. I'm gonna put on a little jacket over the top just to, it's like in the early 60s, but I guess I can ditch the jacket and collect it later, hopefully. That was brutal. I finished. I think I either didn't do the correct distance on the bike or I did too much. I can't really tell. I either went a mile over or like a few miles under. The volunteer told like a group of us to turn around right there. He's like, oh, if you're not doing the Olympic, turn around here. We got these medals. Oh gosh, where are they? They're like super cheap. They're wooden. I mean, I guess it's biodegradable or whatever, but they're just cheap. None of the signs were marked. They just had arrows, and only one stop had a volunteer at it. And there were no water. There was one water station, excuse me. There's one water station. I ran out of water. I walked my bike up several hills, and several racers did as well. It's just like,
no. Especially when I ran out of water, I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I cannot believe they didn't have like something on the sign saying like sprint competitors turn here, Olympic competitors turn here, or like volunteers. They literally had 20 volunteers at the one water station. It's like, why not disperse these people out on the bike course? Because people were so confused. People were like, is this where we turn? I'm like, I don't know. And at first I was like leading the pack. I turned first. I mean, not that I was fast, but I turned first. I guess this is where we go. And I had seen somebody turn up ahead of me. So I was like, I hope this is where we go. There was very poor signage. I mean, you just have arrows and no water except for one station. It's the most disorganized race I've ever been to. Oh, and they required that you carry your USA Triathlon membership card with you, or at least have the number. And people were like, what? And I didn't bring mine because you have to put it in when you register for this race, the number and everything. And I was going through my emails and I could not find it. So I woke up my husband and had him go downstairs in my office because I have it hanging up, luckily. Anyway, and they had no computer to check people in, which I've been to pumpkin 5K Halloween fun runs, and they have a laptop to check people's registration. But this is a beautiful area. It's a little lake. There's a little campsite. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It was hilly AF. Apparently I need to read the directions better or whatever. Or maybe they didn't have, I don't know. A lot of people seem surprised by the hills, so maybe I was not the only one. It was half hills, and these were huge hills. I do not bike up hills. I will walk. I had to bike up the hill we lived on as a kid after school. Like my brother and I would ride our bikes. It's a short hill. It's maybe 50 feet or something. It would kill me every time, and sometimes I'd get off and walk my bike. These hills were 10 times that length, and I was not having it. This isn't the Hunger Games. I'm gonna walk. My quads are killing me. I mean, I know I haven't only a third of the way prepared for this race. Whatever. I'm gonna have to stretch. I've been drinking tons of water because I have several water bottles that I brought with me and put in my car. I was gonna use those for camping, but they don't even have water stations at the finish line. I don't know what they're thinking. They should have, they should have somebody with a food truck here. That would be amazing because that would sell so well. I'm gonna set up my tent, and then I just got a phone call mail from the office at the campground here. Finding it last night was a nightmare. They want me to come and register my car. So I'm gonna do that after I set up my tent, and then after that, I think I'm just gonna go through a drive-through somewhere. Probably a 20-mile drive for food. We're in the middle of the boonies. And then after that, I'm gonna take a shower. And hopefully the showers will be open because they're supposed to be reserved for campers, and it looks like competitors are using some of the campground facilities, which go to your hotel or your house and take a shower. I've got like salt coming off my face, so it's a good workout though. This guy's looking like the Grim Reaper right now. He's in a rain poncho. He's assisting swimmers, but looks like a ghost. This is super creepy. I looked possessed. After the race, I went swimming in the lake and I took a shower at the campground bathrooms and went and got pizza. Oh, and I took a nap somewhere in between that. Now I'm back and getting ready for bed. I was gonna go to Dollywood tomorrow, but no more. It's too expensive. So
This is the TVA Melton Hill Campground, and this man has been on a loudspeaker, but he's decided to plug in a microphone and wake up the entire campground. Thanks.
Out on the course to fix flat tires.
Had some small leaks in the tent last night. A little bit of condensation. And some over here. Had a migraine last night, so I took my Excedrin. And now I'm gonna pack up and go home.